A temple can disappear without moving an inch. Give the jungle enough time, and stone roads become roots, statues become shadows, and a royal sanctuary becomes a rumor beneath the leaves. In northern Cambodia, near modern Siem Reap, one temple still stands inside that strange meeting place between memory and wilderness. Its name is Ta Prohm. More than 800 years ago, this was not a ruin at all. It was alive with prayer, movement, ceremony, and work. In 1186, the Khmer king Jayavarman VII consecrated a great Buddhist complex called Raja Vihara, meaning the royal monastery. He built it during a remarkable age of rebuilding across Angkor, the vast capital region of the Khmer Empire. Raja Vihara carried a deeply personal meaning. Its most important sacred image represented Prajna Paramita, a figure linked with perfect wisdom. The king connected that image with his own mother. This was not simply a monument of power. It was an act of memory, shaped in stone. The temple was built on a grand scale. Walls enclosed a wide sacred space. Long galleries led through dark doorways. Towers rose above carved gates. Reliefs showed Buddhist figures and graceful dancers. The ritual approach came from the east, where morning light could enter the heart of the sanctuary. Every passage, courtyard, and carved surface was part of a world designed to make the visitor feel that the human and spiritual worlds were close together. For centuries, Angkor was one of the great centers of Southeast Asia. Its temples stood beside reservoirs, canals, roads, and settlements spread across an enormous landscape. But power does not remain in one place forever. By the 15th century, the role of Angkor as a royal center had changed, and many of its temples slowly lost the crowds that once cared for them. Then the forest began its quiet work. Seeds settled in cracks between blocks of sandstone. Rain carried soil into broken roofs. Young trees pushed their roots downward, then outward, then through the walls themselves. At Ta Prohm, giant silk cotton and strangler fig trees grew around towers and galleries. Their roots now flow over stone like frozen waves. In some places, they appear to hold the temple together. In others, they press against it with a force no ancient builder could have planned for. That is the mystery of Ta Prohm. The trees make the temple famous, yet they also make it fragile. Remove a root too quickly, and stones that have leaned against it for generations may fall. Leave it untouched, and the roots may cause deeper damage. Protecting the temple means accepting that nature is no longer outside the monument. It has become part of its story. Ta Prohm is often described as a lost temple, but that phrase can hide an important truth. It was never erased from Cambodian history or from the landscape around Angkor. When conservation work began in the early 20th century, experts chose to leave much of Ta Prohm close to the jungle-covered state that made it so powerful. The goal was not to create a fantasy ruin. It was to preserve the rare site of an ancient temple and a living forest locked together. Even now, Ta Prohm continues to offer new clues. In 2025, archaeologists uncovered the torso of a Buddhist statue at the temple. It matched a head found there in 1927. After almost a century apart, parts of one sacred figure were brought back into the same story. It was a small discovery beside towering walls, but it carried a large message. The past is not finished speaking. Walk beneath the roots of Ta Pram, and it is easy to imagine that the jungle has conquered the temple. But perhaps the truth is more moving. The temple survived because people remembered it. The forest changed it, but did not erase it. Stone, root, memory, and time now stand together, reminding us that history is not only found in books or museums. Sometimes it waits in the silence beneath a tree. If you enjoy stories like this, please follow for more hidden history and untold stories from around the world.